Hey sisters, you're listening to the Blessed Brokenness podcast. I'm your host, Crystal. While you're here, my goal is to fill you with truth, give you hope, and encourage every single one of you to help you realize that no matter what you have walked through in this life, that does not define you. I want to help you understand that you're not just broken, but you are holy because you've been made holy. I hope to inspire you to walk the journey back to who you were created to be, allowing you to be healed of everything that has made you feel broken. So come on, sister, let's get you back to that real amazing woman and shut down the lies that have made you feel less than. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode of the Blessed Brokenness podcast. So today I am diving in on just a little topic, and I think I'm going to call these little episodes Dose of Encouragement, like little doses of encouragement, because they're short, they're sweet, they're kind of to the point, and there's no interviews, it's just encouragement. So that word can't. I'm diving in on that word today. That word can't puts limits on us. And I don't think that we're really consciously aware of how we use it when we use it. We use it so freely, but there's kind of like this little power that's attached to it. Whenever we use it, it puts a limit on us, and then we almost aren't able to move forward. We want to move forward, but we can't because we use the word can't, right? Why don't you just go ahead and take a listen? Hey sister, is that word can't still in your vocabulary? I tossed it from my vocabulary and into the trash quite a few years ago. I realized that using it kept me living in a box. It made me believe that I wasn't good enough and not capable of going after the things my heart desires, the things that I wanted to do in life, or the things that God created me for. I want you to know something. You can do the things that you want to do in life. It's not always the easiest thing. It will take breaking a big goal into small steps and making a decision to not give up. There was a time when I thought that I couldn't run. Then I became a runner. And then I went on and I ran many races, including a half marathon. Now, a half marathon, for those that may not know, is 13.1 miles. And that was even after getting hit by a car during my first time training. There was a time when I thought that I could not own my own business. And I've had quite a few businesses. My very first was at the age of, I think, 17 years old, between 17 and 18. And I became a Mary Kay beauty consultant. We could have said, I can't, to the renovation of our house that we're renovating. Because my goodness, there was and still is so much to do. So much that we didn't know how to do. But God has been giving us wisdom, strength, and so much more. He's been providing. He's been giving us provision. He's been providing the vision and the know-how. Everything that we need, He's been providing. We decided that we could do this, and we absolutely are, one step at a time. Now, right now, we're actually closer than we've ever been to the finish line, and that's such a blessing. So here's the thing. Even if it's a little bit scary, go ahead and say, I can, and watch yourself soar. You want to live your best life? then you must do the things that you think you cannot do. Take that word, I can't, and throw it in the garbage. The word I can't puts limits on us. It puts us in a box. It doesn't allow us to be our best selves. There comes a time when we have to say to ourselves, what do we want to do? Who do we want to be? And set out to do just that. Okay? So can I encourage you in this season of your life to take that word, I can't, out of your vocabulary and replace it with, I can. Better yet, replace it with, I am. Because when we connect ourselves to Jesus, when he says, I am the great I am, that means we can do anything. Because with him, all things are possible. You've got this, girlfriend. You've got this. So brokenness many times comes in the form of feeling like we are incapable of doing something. We don't want to live our lives walking in that brokenness, that feeling that we're not enough, that feeling that we just can't rise above, that feeling of never amounting to anything. We serve a God that is capable of everything. And at the end of that episode, I kind of mentioned that we can connect ourselves to Jesus because he says that he is the great I am. And I break this down a lot of times, and how I break it down is this. When he says that he is, like when he says I am, that means that he is everything that we're not. So if we say to ourselves, I can't do X, Y, and Z, we can replace that with, I am capable of doing X, Y, and Z. Because he is the great I am, that connects us back to him, and that creates like this little surge of power in us, because he is so powerful. That brings us so much freedom. And I hope that you can grab a hold of that and actually grasp that. Like, begin to meditate on that, think on that, and ask him to reveal his heart to you. And he will. He most certainly will. He wants the absolute best for you. He loves you so much. You're his beautiful daughter. And he has put great things inside of you. Great things that you are capable of doing. I hope you enjoyed this little episode of the Blessed Brokenness podcast and the series of Doses of Encouragement. You guys, I hope you have an amazing, wonderful week. And I would so love it if this podcast has been blessing you, has been encouraging you. Can you do me a huge favor? Can you leave a review on the podcast? Can you share it with other people? Can you do that for me? I would love it so much. More people would get to listen to it because it would show up as higher reviews, and it would just get into the hands of so many other women to encourage them as well. So you guys take care, and until next time, be blessed.